Oh, great, 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 great. Good evening once again, everyone. I'm excited to inform you that we have our amazing facilitator, Mr. Olanrewaju Oyinbooke, already on the call. Mr. Olanrewaju, please confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Hello, Mr. Olanrewaju. Can you hear me?
Hi, Angela. I can hear you loud and clear.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us again this evening, sir. Thank you for sparing your time again to share your knowledge this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Olanrewaju in the chat room. Let's welcome him. Mr. Olanrewaju, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, and good day, everyone, wherever you're joining us from. Today, we'll continue from the journey we started a couple of weeks ago, and I believe the entire learning experience has been something for everyone. Remember, data analytics is a journey that you have to start, and you don't become an analyst in one day, not even in 1 month. It's an accumulation of experience, and the more you get your hands dirty, the better you master these skills. 3 weeks ago, we know it's every 2 weeks. The first contact we had, I introduced you the overall concept of analytics, the journey, the history, and different phases and dimensions of analytics. And then last week, the second meeting that we had, I introduced you to a use case connecting to SQL database. We're leveraging Works database. And we just want to answer some business questions. We imported the data connected to database. We also started, creating additional tables like the date tables, extracting the columns that we need, additional columns. And today we are to build our visualization. Remember, we are not just going there to build visualization. No matter how simple it is, even if it is one single question, you want to answer that, because business value is all about business value. It's never about how beautiful your visualization is. About answering business questions. And so I'm going to share my screen because what we did the last time, and quickly walk us through this. Okay, let me go right there. I'm sharing my screen right now. Can you confirm that you can see my screen before I move on?
Yes, your screen is up, sir.
Awesome. So today is still about this class. We're going to stop. That's why I just titled this use case session. Everybody should be happy. Yes, we're about getting our hands dirty to do what we need to do. So once again, I love doing this. Welcome everyone. Straight to the use case that we're talking about. It's about adventure work business. They sell motorcycle, bicycle, and different parts of bicycle. You're going to get to know them. What is most important is that when you are giving a business case, there are a few things you need to mention or need to be aware of. And that is what I have right here again. The focus is the business value. What do I want to deliver? What is the question? What value are you going to deliver? And for you to arrive at that value very well, you can see the value is well noted. For you to arrive at it, you have to go through these 6 steps. Highly recommended. First, start by asking questions. If I go back to this business use case, the first mind is to start asking series of questions. Some of them you ask from the business, some you ask from yourself, some you ask from your manager. Because until you understand it well, you cannot hit the right point. You cannot answer that problem. It is when you ask this question, then you move on to prepare your data, gather the data that can answer this question. Now that you understand these questions, you know the kind of data and the nature of data that should answer that question. So you start requesting for the right data. If you have access to it, for example, assuming you have access to a database, you have to go there and query, explore it just to understand the data and see, is it in the form that I need it? These are things that I've done before this class. So when you see me instructing, we do this, I've gotten myself familiar with the data. It's not like you just know it by default. No. Some of you might be working for consulting and you have to be exposed to that data for the first time. It is when you ask a lot of questions that you'll be able to understand it better. Don't assume that I have prior experience. I can always understand it. No. When you are done understanding where the data is and you can move them, then you start processing it. There are some relationships you need to establish. You need to know that, okay, I need to join this and this together. Yeah, I need to transform this column. I need to convert it from long to start taking note of those things and do them that way. Processing stage is where you do your regular manipulation and transformation. Prepare is where you get the data ready, make all the moves, and you'll get it ingested wherever, and all those integration and the relationship. Then you move on to analyze, which is the real work. You start analyzing. After you are done, building your visuals, no matter how simple it is, then share it with people, the stakeholders, and make some recommendation. I hope we're able to do all these different value delivery today. We have started the journey the last time we met. And back again, if I use that same understanding to go back to the use case, I have to start thinking, what are the data sources that I need? What are the tables that I need? And I've gone ahead to bring all these 7 tables. What are the key KPIs that I should create that can answer this business? There's something here that I might not be able to answer, which might be your additional task. What product should we invest more in? And how best can you reach your target audience? This one, you need more information. And one of the things I plan to do is to superimpose external data, but there's no time for that. Because you don't just do top 10, top 5, top 10, top 15. That doesn't mean that these are the people that you should focus on investing more in, or top 10 products. You need to provide more context. So that needs more deep dive, more revenue analysis and the rest. So these are the KPIs I just brought out: total revenue, total customer, number of products, total orders, and total returns. And all these KPIs, we can further dimension them. Previous months is, for example, for revenue, you can do previous month. So on the table, you see what you made now per month. Even if it is yearly, what you've made this year versus previous year, you can see that on the table and compare all any graphs as you like. All right. So it is time. Let's just go ahead and start the work, without wasting time. What I'm going to do right now is I will share my screen again, but this time around on this slide, the entire window, so that we can see my Power BI, and we'll go back to work. Okay, stop share and share again now. I'm going to share my entire screen right now. Can I also confirm that you can see my screen? Right now, I'm sharing my entire screen just to confirm.
Yes, I can
awesome. See. Thank you very much. So this is exactly where we stopped last time. Nothing has been done. No singular change has been made. And if I go back to the tables, you can see all the tables. We, ended it on the dates. I was trying to create the day and the month name so that we can know the day and the month name. And we created these relationships, which I told you last time that this is what we call modeling. And it comes by experience. Modeling simply means creating and establishing relationship in Power BI. How do I know that I have to connect all these tables in this manner? Because I've done my planning, and this was also explained a bit in the last meeting. So if this is your second meeting or your first and you didn't meet those ones, just request for the recording. The organizers will definitely support you with that. All right. So back here, we're going to do a couple of things. I'm going to do them very fast. We have an hour for this session, and it's 11 minutes off, so 49 minutes. All right. We need the day of the month of the week, so we know is it Monday, is it Tuesday, Wednesday, and we also need the month name. Is it January? The reason why it's advisable to always create dates is you're going to work with several tables. Then you need to have a master table called date dimension, and that is what I've created. I created this from the most dynamic table, which is I think sales order. Yeah, that's what I pick it from, sales order. I pick from sales order. I can also pick it from sales order header. Sales order header. I have sales order detail. I have sales order header. I just pick from sales order header. Then I use the minimum day possible in that minimum order day and the maximum order date. So as more orders are coming in, this table continues to extend automatically. Some people will generate this column directly from the sales order in the Power Query. That is, you assumed. To me, it is not, in modeling, it is not effective. It is not effective because you assume that is going to be your primary table forever. And then you assume that maybe you are using a single table for all the work you want to do. But here we are having multiple tables. You don't want to establish multiple relationships with a single table. It can cause issue, referential integrity, and the rest. So you are establishing relationship other table with two other tables. You are still establishing a relationship in terms of date on the other table. Is going to cause issue because they are pointing backward and forward. So it's good to have a central table that measures date, and then that's the dimension, and can connect them to all the tables. Quickly, let us create new column right here. This guy's blocking me. New column right here, which is just month name and day name. So my new table, shouldn't be new. It should be new column. Back to date table, I'm going to click on new column. And what I need here is the day name. Let's call it day name. So this is going to be format, date. What is my date? Is date. So I want to take this particular date. And what do I need from, date? What do I need from it? I need it to report it in DDD. DDD is going to give me the name. If I put 4D, it's going to be the full name, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Let me show you now. If it's the 4D 4 times, it's going to give full name, Tuesday. But if I make it just 3, it's going to just shorten it. If I make it just 2, it's going to give me a number. I already have that. So I don't need the number. I need the name. So, and I need it in short form. So this is fine for me. Thursday. And another table, I'm going to create new column, another column, not table. And I'm going to call this month's name. Okay? So our month name is going to be the same format, date, dimension, which is date, comma. I need months. And my month is going to be MMM 3 times. Sorry, I don't mean the MMM. When I do this, you're going to see May is full. But if you want it, the complete one is going to be 4M, just the same way we talked about. You can see it's going to be full one now. For any date more than this, it's going to be full. Maybe this is what we want, but I prefer it short because of the space. When you are visualizing, it's visual friendly. All right. The other thing I need to do is month name. Let me show you how to put it in order, or why we need to put it in order. I have my date now. If I put right here, month name, it's going to arrange month name in alphabetical order. Is this what we want? No. So how do we sort it? So when I click on that column month name at the right, you need to do sort by. You need to find a numeric thing that is in order. And for month name, it is, do we talk about month name? Do I have, okay. I have month name, I have month number. So month number is what we're going to use because it's in order. The moment I click on month number, it's going to change this order. As you can see, let me drag this guy here. You can now see it's in order now, January, February, March, like that. How about the day? The day name. If I also put the day name here, I'm definitely sure that you will be able to say the same thing. It's not that difficult. How do we make the question is, how do we make the day also in the order you want it to be? Sunday is they start, put it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, continue on and on like that. So I'm going to click here on select the month day name, come to sort column and use day number to sort it. The moment I use day number, okay, day name column, day number, there can be more than one. Okay, day number, click on close. I have actually is day of week. Day number is the date number. So today now is 23. So that's 23. I don't need that. I need day of the week, which is either Sunday to Saturday. Day of the week is what I have. I'm going to click on day of the week. Then it's going to sort this. When I was creating the day of the week last time, we mentioned that it should start from Sunday. So our day is starting from Sunday. Starting from Monday is going to order it by Monday. But you can see now Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, up to Saturday. So I'm going to delete this. We don't need it. We only created it just to show you why you need to order them. So this is done. There's some KPIs we need to create, just to grade. And first, the number one there is I'm seeing network error, connection error here. Let me off my video to save my bandwidth. Okay. Let's create total amount. Speaking back to our KPI that we have here, it's good to quickly total revenue, which is total amount, and maybe total order. Okay, those are quantitative things that we can create. Let's quickly create that. To create this, we're going to start with, I have my order detail. I have 2 tables, order detail. We have sales order header and sales order detail. And right on this sales order detail, I have line total. Again, very important that you should know that you need to explore these data, know them. Don't just, you may be wondering, how do I know it's there? It's because I have asked questions and I've explored this data in detail. When it comes to asking questions, I've gone to the database, I've written queries. This is where SQL is important. I've written queries to explore, to check them. And if you see my screen right now, we have the unit price, we have the line total, which is depending on the quantity you are buying, the order quantity multiplied by unit price gives you the line total. And if there's a discount, after the discount is applied, you see the line total. So it's actually the total amount here, right? So for us, I'm going to come right here to order to sales order detail and right click to create new measures. So and that brings us to measures and column. In Power Calculate measures. In Power BI, when you're analyzing data, there's some time to calculate value, but you need those value calculated for each rows. If you need them to be calculated for each rows, maybe this total we've talked about now, assuming there's no total, it is just unit price and the quantity. You know, then you need to create additional column, which is unit price multiplied by the quantity will give you the line total. That kind of information have to be stored row by row. You need a column, calculated column. And calculated column often take more memory because it stores the data right there. It becomes bigger. But new measures are just stored in the memory and not in the file. And they are flexible and they are dynamic. So if I click new measures for the line total, because I want to further dimension my total, that is why I'm new measures. Otherwise, I shouldn't do that. So I'm going to call this total revenue. What is total revenue? And that's going to be, you just sum up. What do I want to sum up? My line total. I'm typing line total. It's going to look into my tables. Which of these tables have these things? So see, it's bringing different things for me. I'm just going to use my tab key to select line total because that's what I'm interested in. I'm going to close it and press enter. You're going to see right here, we can see total revenue already here. I'm going to create is, because there's no essence of visualization without comparison. You need to be able to compare this with previous visuals, previous performance, maybe previous month or previous year. So let's just create previous month and previous year. Fast. Also, we're going to create new measures. New measure. And let me say rev previous month. So revenue previous month or previous. Okay, let's use what I can remember. Previous month. So previous month rev. So you know that it's previous month revenue. And to do this, we have to use calculate. It is another DAX function that is so usable. You use it. Calculate allows you to carry out an expression and also filter your data. And we're trying to do right here. We want to sum and also sum this over for previous. So I'm going to type here calculate expression. You can see expression and filter. The expression there is sum. I'm trying to sum up my line total, which is more or less what we did the last time. So I can easily bring here the measures that I have revenue. Is the same thing because what informs the total revenue is the sum, line total. And I can filter this. How do I filter it? By previous month. So when I type previous month, you see previous day, previous month, previous quarter, previous year. When I do previous month, you can say that if you need previous sales, always use the previous day. If you need previous year, I can use previous year. So it's that straightforward. I'm just going to use previous month, and I need a date dimension right here. When I'm selecting previous month, I can have a date dimension already. So date, I'm going to close it. All right. So right here, previous month. I need to close it twice so that I can close the bracket. Okay. So previous month. Let's do for previous year. Let's just do for previous year. As simple as copy, Control C, Control A. See, I've copied this. I can come right here and say just then paste. Instead of saying previous month, I might just change this to previous, previous year. And instead of typing previous month, I'm going to previous year. That is all. Click here. And again, there is no reason for you to build a visualization without comparison. You want to know, comparison give you context. You need to know how is this business doing compared to last year or last month or yesterday. How is this one doing compared to all these things for each product or for each customers? Now that we seems to be done with our 3-dimension, one particular KPI now, but we've been able to generate other KPI from it. Let's even visualize them as it is. Having things. So what we are creating right here is reports. In report, and we have a dashboard. What we are creating Power BI desktop is report. It is when you publish to your Power BI that you can create dashboard from it. Dashboard are just straight hit points, straightforward. But this is report. Okay. So is overall, I've renamed this right here by you are working with Excel sheet. You can click plus to add more, and you can go back and navigate. That's really easy. Remember at the start of all this training, I mentioned in the one that if your knowledge of Excel is intermediate, you have smooth learning curve. If it's advanced, in fact, you can easily transition to Power BI. As you can see from the DAX that I'm writing, you can, if you have knowledge of Excel, there's some close to the functions that we write in Excel. Now, let's just do one or two things with what we have here with us. Let's start with, I have total revenue. When I click on total revenue, you're going to see it right here. Wow. Let's turn it to a card by clicking on this card. It said it's 109.85 million. But is it in dollars or naira? So it's in dollars because of the business you're analyzing. To do that, I'm going to click on total revenue. And you can see formatting, just as if we are formatting your data in Excel. Click on dollars, and that is going to append dollars to it. So we see that this total revenue goes somewhere. I like formatting this by clicking on this guy here, format your visual. One of the things I do to make my visuals more appealing, native test depends on what we want to do, I guess. Okay. This is the call outs in case you want to add. I'm not adding any call out here. I can put it in millions. So what that means is, okay, I'm talking. I guess some disruptions. Okay, I think I'm actually after applying effects. Shadow. When I apply shadow, it's just going to the whole thing visually appealing, and that's what you see here. See, it's just change your visualization. We can continue to customize this, but let us have, you might want to have a visual that directly compare this total revenue, see about this total revenue, compare it to previous year. So you can have this chart and say previous year. Now that I have previous year, I can see here, I can't see the value of people except I select a particular year. So I'm going to show us how that sort of work. I need to put a year dimension here because I want to filter by year. This is the year. Select the filter by year slicer for filter. And I'm going to make sure that I select list so that I can have a drop down or drop down rather. So I drag that here. I can reduce this to my specification. Of course, when you come to visuals and click on general and other effects, you see shadow. I always add shadow to all of them. Then if I select a particular year, say 2012, it is when I select 2012 that I can see previous year. because as at 2011, there was no previous year in that business. That's why it's here this way. If I select 2012, if I select 2013, I'm able to see comparison 2014, I'm able to see comparison with the previous years. Right. So this work with slicer. For now, let's select this guy so that it's everything. When you are featuring, you'll be able to see that. Okay. Or again, we can turn this to a table. So right now, this is okay. Yep, this matrix, this table, and I have my table right here. On this table, I have total revenue and previous year. I can then add by checking year and put my year on this value. Sorry, I think I'm using a matrix. Columns and row. Okay, I see here, and I can add. Yep, I think this is. So I need to increase the font so that I can see what I'm building. I'm not quite sure. And to do that, come here. This is my value. I want to increase the font value. And this is the header, column header. I want to increase the value. That's the size. Okay, and then I also see right here, row, my row header. If I increase this, that is the year. The year. All right. So right here, you can see the years, and I might want to order based on year. So by just clicking there, I can see 2011. There was nothing to show for the previous year as of 2011, but the other year we have more information to show. I also want to keep this at a particular decimal places, which is the both the total revenue. In terms of decimal places, I can okay, 1 or 2 decimal places. No, two is fine. The moment I put it on 2, you see it has reflected on the table. So we have this right on the table. We have what was done, total, what was done as a last year, and what was done this year. You can see previous year. Okay, so this is just one. It's a table. Is answering the question. And if you come back here and put this under general and use effect and apply shadow, we are still building something. By the time we keep applying this shadow, see that the visual become more appealing. That is another topic in itself, which is the UI UX of visuals. Now that we have total revenue, we're still going to add a header to show, okay, what kind of report are we building? It's always good to start with one. So let me just add that by clicking on home and text box. So this is my text box right here. I can put it as adventure work. Adventure works says report. And increase the font size to that of my desire, 36. Make it bold, normal formatting, and of this, centralize it, reduce this. Then I can move this guy by clicking here and drag it up here. I can still add other things to it in case I want to add a logo. Add a logo later towards the left. So if that is it, the arrangement of the visual thing, I'm just going to leave this like this and bring my year here. All right, most of the time I do it this way. And as it is, if I could add my the normal way I format, which is effect, and add my shadow, everything makes more sense. Gradually, this dashboard is coming to be something, but it's not just about the beauty, it's about answering questions. So we have right here 2000, we've gotten issues about revenue. Let's go to order. Let's go to order. We want to create order, same thing, total order. For my order, I have the sales order detail. I also have order ID, which is unique for every order. So on this sales order detail, I'm adding a new measure here. similar to what I've done before, our total sales going to equals here. I cannot sum them because order ID is not numbers. You cannot add text together. So here I'm going to count. You can't even count A. You can't count number because if you click on this thing, you see the usual count numbers in a column. So if I'm counting this, it's not going to work when I put order ID and I'm looking for sales order detail for order ID. And I'm saying this will not work because that guy is not number. When I want to use it, which is total sales, I add it. Okay, total sales works. Is it number? Let me check. I was thinking it's text. Total order details. This is the table. Okay, this is why. It is a number and not in text. And that is the reason why you could count it. All right. Okay, so count A also work for us. I'm just going to this guy. So you see it's 121,000 days, which you can also have here, please here. But before we move on, let's do a prism as well. Let's create additional measure previous month and previous year. So come in here. What we're going to say, previous month sales. So I'm going to use calculate, and in my calculate, I'm actually counting, and I'm counting order ID from this guy. I'm going to, which is the same thing as just selecting my total sales. It's the same thing, but use another method there now, comma, and where's my date? So I need to filter by date. Previous month, remember, is previous month. And for my previous month, I need to put dates. This is the date coming from the date dimension table. Remember, it's easy. Close twice. All right. So this, I'm going to copy and paste so I can use it for my previous year. So that's there. I'm going to right click again, create a new. I'm going to paste instead of previous month. I'm going to call this previous year. What is missing there is instead of previous month, in my DAX, I'm going to turn it to previous year. That we are done creating for previous year. So we have previous year sales, we have previous month. This table here, Control C, Control V to duplicate, and then change the value instead of revenue, remove revenue and make them previous year, previous month sales. Yeah, this previous month sales. I can have, total sales, and previous year sales. The reason why we're using previous year is because we are grouping our data by year and not by, by month. So I can't be month here. It doesn't make sense. We are comparing year. If you want to do this for month, we can also drag month here and go to date and bring in month. So we can do something different. Month name. So right here we have, instead of month, I'm going to have month in rows. So this is already interesting because it's another concept. If I expand there, you can see the tables. And this is drill down. If I click on this plus, it's going to show me the number of. And because I didn't calculate the previous month, so I couldn't see. It is only previous year that I'm seeing there. I did calculate previous month, but I didn't have this table. So let's minimize this and bring previous month here as well. Previous month sales. So I have previous month sales. You expect it to be this until I drill down. So maybe let's even remove previous year because previous month we aggregate. It will aggregate on a year level and we split on a monthly rate. So right here, this is it. When I break down, I'm going to see per month, every month. When I open this, you're going to see every month. Everything sums to this 5,100 and 5,760. Everything there sums to that. So when I take it back, you're going to see that this previous month is actually for 5, 6, it's not previous year. It's not aggregating for year, obviously, right now. You can see that this is not aggregating for year, so we still need previous year sales. Good. We're going to move it in year. Good. So it's only the previous year that is truly giving us the year, and the month is doing the monthly drill down. I can rearrange them now. Yep. Okay, good. Click on this back to come back here. All right. That's something else that we have on our report. Yep. Gonna come here. Okay, good. We're good to go. And we have the total sales, which I can come back here to total sales and make it maybe in 2 decimal places as well. And don't forget, put your format, go to general, effect, and use the shadow. We are getting there gradually. Remember, if you filter by this date, everything is changing on this table. Everything is reflecting immediately. All right, let's save it like this. And let's go to customer count. Customer count. For my customer count, I can do 2 things. Customer count should keep recalling how many total customer I have. And it's not, I'm not comparing this with maybe any year or any day. When I go to customer count table, you see, this table does not have customer name, number, customer ID. And if I go back here to explore to understand more, is there any difference between customer ID and person ID or account number? You can see account number is actual work 000, and is appending the customer ID to it. Person ID to something else. But account number obviously is appending to a serial number for serial details for adventure. All right, so I can count this is where the count A will work now. You will see it now. So when I'm counting, let's just count account number. I'm going to create new measures and say total customer. That's what we're interested in. Total customer. So let's say count, and I'm going to say account number from customer. If I say enter, you see that this, it worked, but let me add it. Wow, interesting. Interesting. It still works. I think it sees it as a number. Okay. Total customer count. Let's put it here. Say we have 20,000 customer. Let me put this customer in 2 decimal places so we know what we have in this. So it's actually 19.82 customer that we have in that 2 decimal places. I might not know. So right here, I can also expand this. Let me do it in a way that the entire visual can. I don't like wasting much time doing this, but sometimes it's required. So let me move this to this side. We're going to do this touch later. I don't want to more time. Okay. So for this, we're not doing much of comparison. So we need to dive deep later. Effect, and you see right here, I'm putting in the shadow. And we're just starting with our visuals. More thing that we can do, we just have some KPIs that I talked about: total revenue, total sales, and total customer. Let's format this first. We're still going to deep dive into what is the product that is having more sales, but these are major KPI. Now it's just dimensioning them. The major KPI we want to consider. You can come right here. Let's format it. I want to add some other things to it. Category label is on. What I need is general. Title, I want to bring up the title. And within my title, I need to type total revenue. So heading, I can select the heading type. Is it heading 2? Heading 2 should be a bit normal heading. I'm not really seeing the effect. Let's say heading 5. Okay. Let's keep it at that heading 2 details and increase as you want to. Here you can centralize, and I can add a background color. I can choose a theme. Let's assume my background color is this tick. I need this guy, and put the text font color as white. That way it's going to come out. And I might want to increase this guy to 18. Okay, cool. Now that I don't need total revenue under it. Again, I don't need it under it. So to remove that, I just have to go to, properties, category. I'm going to switch off the category. So you see, I have total coming here to total sales. The same thing, switch off category, come here to general, switch on title, then call it total sales. And heading 3, okay, I can just increase this guy to 18. Select for sales, I might be interested in using, instead of is heading now, I might be interested in keeping it using text. I can use my text as this font, as this color, make it bold, centralize. I want to do something a bit different here, which I want to apply background to this. Under this effect, background, and choose my tick. So I have tick as my background color. Everything seems changed. Back here to my visuals, to general, go back to my title and turn title to white. That is what needs to be done. Turn title to white. So it says, I might even turn the background. Actually, I can turn the background to white. Background to white, which it is, and then title the text itself to this color. And right here, the text, I need to change this text so that it can be visually appealing. You know, this is a part of effects. Effects here, new properties, actually. Advanced option. Since this guy has changed, I need to, okay, title, effect, visual border, shadow, nope. Header, I don't need icon. Okay, just permit me to bring out the visuals work done. This is the guy. Call out is the color value. In case you are using old version of Power BI, you might not see them this way. It might be straightforward, but they modify the pane at the left-hand side, and that is why we have all this. All right. Obviously, we are changing something here. You might decide to even change this guy because it's total revenue, and it's good. It's visually appealing, and they actually mean a lot. Color here, I can make this color gold. Sorry, maybe not. Yep. Let's leave the color as white and change the background to gold. And come back to properties, effects, and go to background and change the background color to gold. So, and that way, let's reflect that as also on the title. For the title, I can keep this guy text as white, as gold, text as gold, and the background as white. So is designed. So right now I am speaking to total revenue as gold, speaking to total sales as this, customer is good, right? I might use different thing for customer, but let's do similar thing before we start dimensioning our report. Okay, for customer, let's go to general and switch on the title, switch off the category, and on title, call it total customer, increase the font, centralize it, and do I need, what color should we use? If this is an interactive class, I will have asked. So let's just go ahead and do the background, and in the background we can select a color. Here I might choose to use this purple. I really don't want to have too much of. It's good to keep to some design experience as well. Color visualization, something appealing. So maybe not every time that you need to change the color or to put different color and just paint your dashboard, but sometimes you can do this. All right, you can also make it, and that's where you apply transparency, so it determines how thick it should be. Let's go back to our title, and right now I can turn this guy to white and background to background to white, and the guy to, and the text So that's in purple. Then my visuals, and in the call out, this text should be white. Obviously, we are getting there gradually. And for this, you can do same. So, I mean, I'm not going to do any format going forward right now. I'm going to stop here with my format. What I would rather do is build another visual. Let's do another thing so that I can answer business question. And then I have to look at how to maximize the space that I have here. So because it's also very key. To reduce this guy, I might have to reduce the total, grand total, which I have here. Sorry. Okay, I have this. I'm going to come here on this table. Grand total, I don't need off. Is that the grand total? There's no grand total. I'm going to turn this off and turn row total off. So this way we have saved space. We've been able to save space here. I just want both of them to be under each other. If I come back to this new feature again, do the same thing, turn them off so I can save. Yep. Then I'll be able to move them under each other. And that is the goal, so that I can have more space for additional visuals. Okay. Take this off. All right. Good. So our table can also have header, because maybe header, we just have something similar to each other on this table, but we don't know. So we're going to add header to the table. But let's do other visualization and product category. Let me move this a bit up. So let's dimension our total sales by product so that we can see maybe top 10 product or 5 products. And what I have to do is come down to sales order, total sales. Don't select that, just check on it again. For me, I might want to use a line text. No, I'm going to use this type. And then select product category. Again, you need to be familiar with the data. We have products, we have product category, we have different products. Let me show you. If I select and select, we have production.product. We have product. If I select product name, you're going to see several products. If I expand this guy, several dimensional products. Maybe I might want to drill dive, but not now, not on this. I might want to drill down, not on this. So I'm actually interested in, so that's why I have to come down to products and select, this is the product category, which are the main products. And where is it? Legend, not value. So I'm going to bring it to value. So everything is making sense now. Go to product subcategory and select it and bring it. So I see total sales. Oh, okay, sorry. Total sales, I'm going to name should be up with axis, and this with axis. And I can determine which of the names is coming up. Okay, good. So what I've done right here is I've only put the name coming from product category, which is just the category of our product. Is it accessory, bikes? Is it clothing? Is it component? So you know which of the product actually making some sales. So I'm also going to streamline this a bit because I want to use this space for a lot of visuals. And right here, something important about this graph is because I put in categories, subcategories, I can actually drill. So by clicking on this button here, I can drill down from where it is to those subcategories. I can also drill down further into more categories. So in case they're looking for ways, can click this to go back up and click to go back level 1. And you can determine your sort order, especially when you are, if you want to use name, if I click on name or as my sort order, and I drill down, it's taking effect. You can see that name. If I drill down again, is by name. So I'm not sure by name. I'm rather interested in sorting them by And because it's total sales, is it ascending or descending? Ascending is appealing and makes sense. All right, I can go back up here on this same visual. So by clicking, hovering on it, I can also see the total count, but I might want to add it as a label by coming back to this visual and switch on the data label. That will put the value right at the front so that I can actually see what they've made. Don't forget to come to our effect and still apply shadow. Just keep making it good. All right. I have a few minutes to go. Let me do for sale revenue this time around on a line chart. So for sales, which we have the total revenue, total sales, and actually, I'm going to convert it to line charts. And I'm going to add year so that we see it over the year. I'm going to add year. Sorry, year is going to be the axis. And for this, obviously, we can see the trend right. We can see the trend right here. From 2011, 12, 13, 14, I can function this. Let's just come to general and put effect. Before we call it a day, I have this. And on it, determine, if I want to zoom, that's this data label. How much do we realize in all those months? And more also, I can determine the kind of mark. In case I want to mark it, my axis, trend line, I can put it on. This trend line is more or less making prediction. Okay, that this is the regression, a linear relationship we can see here. Over the year, the revenue should be going up, but some years we see than the predicted, less than the predicted. We can see that in case you leverage on that. Okay, and actually this is the forecast. As simple as it is, if I open up this guy, you can see forecast right here, really making forecast, for the future. How many to forecast in the future? How many years? We don't need more than say 2 years. Apply. He's saying this is the range. You might want to mention this by month. So even say let's focus on month. Let's see the forecast by month. And you are not. I'm coming here. I'm going to bring in month name under this year so that I can dimension this. When I dimension this by month, sorry, this is day name. Oh, how to bring in month. Okay, when I do this by month, obviously I need to come back and filter. If I filter by, let's say 2012, I can get more information from here. And obviously there's a lot of seasonality. So even if we are using the forecast, I'm not still sure that, let me go back to the forecast. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Back to this visuals and general series label, cultural background. Nope. Oh, I have to go back up and drill up. So I have this guy drill up is giving me, let me go back to my, this is year, total revenue by year. Okay, it can take this. All right. I can see the year here, I can see the months, and year should be on axis. So we can get this to do by month, forecast by month. So let's have year, let's just have a year. Let me put month name. If I put name here and I filter by 2012, I think 2014, the years is not completed. And in 2014, we can, sorry, missing some things, y-axis and x-axis. Okay, this alternative test. Yep, let me go by year. Let's go for this trend by year because we have to be featuring by year changes. So back here, just remove by day and we put my year there. And because it has seen year, okay. Wait, what is the challenge? We need more data. Forecasting, okay. Forecasting require money. That's because I'm selecting only a single year. That's why forecasting could not do more than that. This, yep, it can then forecast. And we are forecasting right here into 2016. And it's giving us a confidence interval around the forecasted value. And it's saying that this 2015, we're going to make 26,000 US dollars based on the value here, and the upper band and the lower band, which is the error, margin of error. If I come back here to work on the, to customize my forecast, sorry, forecasting is on here, not here. If I'm coming back here to customize my forecast, okay, I think it's data label that I want to add. We have it won't have the forecasted. I'm expecting this 26 million to be right here. Okay, so you can rightly see that you are making a prediction without literally doing anything. You can customize the forecast. And I just have 2 minutes to go. Let's go and look at products. Let's dimension by products. Okay, we already have product here. And then let me then make this like this. Let's assume this is what we're able to do. This is just a report right here. And to do this, we can, let me just make this guy equal. Let me use this few minutes to talk about publishing your report. Again, be visually out of this dashboard. This guy is here. This guy, I just need to make sure that, okay. I'm going to save. It's important, just save your work. Then to publish this as it is, remember that you can do more. I'm just trying to build something within this time frame. And to publish this guy is blocking my view. I have to sign in first to Power BI service. You need Power BI service to publish your information and share. What I have with me is Power BI desktop. I need to sign into Power BI service account, which I do have one at mspowert.microsoft.com. Okay, it's trying to log me in. It might require me to also, yeah, let me log into the one, maybe to put a, okay, I'm logged in now. I'm logged in, okay. Also online, I'm already there. Let me show you online. This is my Power BI service online. And let's just go back to my regular home page. This is my home page, Power BI service. I want to push this report online so that I can share with people and create dashboard from it. Back to desktop here. On this guy blocking my view. On your home page, you're going to see publish right here. Before that, let me check. Okay, let's publish. Then I will add color to this guy. We can see the difference. When I click on publish, it's going to connect. It's a workplace. Workspace is like an environment, different environment where you want to give access to people, restrict access, and have them visualize. I'm going to use my central workspace. When I share it with them, any report in this workspace, everyone that I share with can access them. Of course, I can control what they can see. But right there, I can select that same workspace and click on select. So it's currently DSN Module 2 Power BI file to my Power BI service. Depending, it shouldn't take more time depending on the data itself. So when it's done, we're going to get it now. All right, you can see success is done. So I can click on get it or just say get quick insight. Let's click on get quick insight. It's going to take me there. It's my web now. Could take a little while. Actually, I'm only getting quick from this report. The report itself is already on the Power BI service. Come back to my home page or even come back here and go to my workspace. Yep, from my workspace, let me refresh because I can't see the dashboard and reports. But when I refresh, I will see the report there. Okay, and even from recent, okay, let me go to my workspace, open this guy and scroll here. I don't have any dashboard, you can see, because dashboard is different from report. What we have created is dashboard, not report. Something that happened right here, the data set that I'm working on has been pushed online, and that's this DSN module tool. This is the report that I've created. The same report that we've done on premise now. That's what you can see right on my screen. This is the report. Quick Insight is just trying to further analyze that report and bring out insights. So we have done it. And for you to create dashboard, remember there are 2 pages. That's why page 2, I've not done anything on that page. Dashboard is more or less a PowerPoint visualization. What do I mean by that? It's not it's just key indicators, KPI that you need to see. It could be 2, it could be 3. Shouldn't be too much because Power BI dashboard is not enough. Here we have multiple reports because the more you have reports and different features on them, the more clustered they become and difficult to and work with. You don't want to disturb yourself. I want to see details on sales, just how much you are making, how much customer, this, just push it there. So that is why right here, I'm going to create dashboard. And from this guy, I'm going to, when I click here, you can see, I can spotlight, you can get inside. But here, I'm going to use this guy to pin visual. When I'm pinning visual, it's going to say, what is the dashboard? I'm going to type a new dashboard now. I'm going to call it revenue, maybe overall. Let me say ESCOM overview. Let's assume that's what my manager wants to see. Just the how much we have, how much is, how much, just the how much. That's all they want to see. I'm going to pin it. So that way, it's going to create a new dashboard. I can go to dashboard now, which is this is the dashboard. All I see here just is this single type. That's all I can see, total revenue. And from the dashboard, I can go back to report. By clicking on that dashboard, it takes me to report. See more details about it. The dashboard is key point that you want to see. Total sales, we want to move total sales. I'm going to pin it. It's the same, creating a new visual. In case you are pinning it to a new dashboard, create new, but see the same one. And total customer, I can also pin to this. Maybe I'm okay with this. So if I go to my dashboard, you see all I have is 3 things. That is my dashboard. Let me see if that quick insight is done. It's still loading. That's my dashboard. And this dashboard I can share with people. As simple, I can share in Microsoft Teams, chats in Teams on this same dashboard. It's going to pop up Teams. My team is closed. Let me see it coming up. A network change detected. It should pop up. Let me click again. Network change. What is wrong with my? Okay, but I just want to share the integration to Teams, but I will share that shortly. Here I can click on share. And when you are sharing your dashboard, these are the different things you can apply. Allow recipients to share this dashboard. Do you want to allow them to be able to share with others? I can uncheck it. No. Allow recipients to build content with the data associated with the dashboard. Should they have access to build content? I can say no. Do I want to send notifications? Yes. Who am I granting access? My manager. In this tenant that I am, my manager is at advance. I'm going to just type at advance. You're going to see at advance right here. I'm going to say grant access. Now, access has been granted to at advance. If I come back here, this is another environment that I have with me where I can go to Office and I want to log in as at advance just to show us how we they see it from their hand. And okay, logged in as another account. I'm going to sign out. I need to log in as at advance. At this point, I can take questions. We are done. I'm just going to show 1 or 2 more visuals. Your question can determine what I will show you right now because it's gone past 1 hour. It should take a few minutes to resolve. All right. So, sorry, office.com. I need to switch to a different user at the v at ms.on Microsoft.com. And again, it's possible you see how Advance can interact with this, or how she will be able to interact with this. I'm logging in as Advance now. This is Advance Home. So for Power BI, because it has been shared, Advance can always come to our own Power BI license. Sorry, it's still loading. Come here and see Power BI service, not the desktop. And back here, I'm going to click on Got It. So if I want to make any modification, please feel free to interrupt me right now. If you want to come back here, let's do total sales and just call this product dive. Let's call this product dive. So where we want to deep dive into products, and we're interested in total sales, maybe revenue. So where okay, is right here. I need total sales and total revenue. I need them as a table, and I want them by customer. I need them by customer. So if I can say customer, you don't need to put customer name. Customer account, I can see them right here. I'm going to use it to show us something else. So you see all these for customers, for different customers. It's long, right? Yep. Let's do what I want to do right here. Let's filter this by maybe top performing customer by revenue. We're interested in revenue. So I can come to this filter and then come right here under account number. Instead of basic filtering, I can say top N and say maybe I need top 20 customer or top 15. And what do I want to do? I want to evaluate them based on the total revenue. Easily move my total revenue and put it in this by value and click on apply. So it's going to filter everything by total revenue. And yep, let me just bring this down here. Okay, see, want to be question right? Bring this and so that we can have more bigger text so that I can see it starts to be visually appealing. Oh, while I'm doing that, I'm back here. For advanced, this is our workspace. Right here, she can see anything that has been shared with her. So you can see shared with me. This is where she'll be able to see visuals that have been shared. You can see dashboard, ESCOM. She'll see it, and this is what advanced will see. These guys. Total revenue, total sales, total, that is it. And if she click on it, it will take to the report behind it. So that she can see more details. To be seeing all these key points that you see in dashboard. And right here you see nothing is here because we have not published this additional thing we are creating. So let me just publish it because I'll bring it to an end. I'm going to click on save and you're going to publish. The moment you push this, everybody will see it. Workspace, select, yep, replace it. You're going to update rather. So do we have any question right now? Sorry, any question? Let me check. Do we have? Okay. The link to the data. Okay, I can see a question here. The data I'm using is actually from the database, AdventureWorks. What I will do is I can drop in the Google Classroom a link that will guide you on how to install AdventureWorks on your system so that I can also connect to it. All right, so okay, since we don't have any question, I think I'm going to still publishing there. I just want this to finish publishing and we can see how advanced we see the change at the back end. While that is being done, one more thing I can do is I can actually rearrange this guy. I can rearrange them this way. And for this guy, it. So that's for dashboard. Yep. And then if I go back to the report, I can pin the header. This header as well. Sorry, I can't find the details. Okay. Obviously, we have to write I can't pin this particular test. Okay. Oh, I think the details have taken place, the updates. Let me see. Yeah, it's done because I can see right here product dive. If you can see with me, I can see product dive as the sheet 2, and that data is right there. Is there. For the advanced, it's not there because if I refresh, I should have even used normal refresh. Otherwise, you're going to see every time. No, changes are there. Product dive is there for the advanced. The overall is here, but go back to dashboard. Under dashboard, you see, this is it. Total sales, total customer count, that is all. That is all. All right. Any question? You can always build on this concept as you continue to use data analytics. Any question? Otherwise, I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Olanrewaju. Do we have any questions?
Yes, we need the video made available at our classroom.
Yes, it will be uploaded on the classroom for your reference.
All right, thank you.
All right. Okay, if there are no questions, I guess we can call it a day. Thank you so much, Olanrewaju, for the section. And thank you to everyone who has joined the class today. And we're looking forward to your dashboards. Thank you all and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you and bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. So the link to the project participation dashboard will be shared again to everybody so that you can begin to lay your hands on the practice and then begin to make your submission. So thank you so much for joining the call.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.